Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. A look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, total, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning away. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A look now at the defensive starters for Cleveland. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that one will be
Automatic
accepted.
first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A touchdown apiece here in this first quarter of play. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Leopard! Detroit! Over!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down right around the 25. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Gone! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position. Where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
He'll
drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They go play action here on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll run it here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully take the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Gone!
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots in the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Set! Blue landed!
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set! Green 39. Green 39. Check.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw now on first down. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Check. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, and it's the Oilers who are out in front. The Oilers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. The Niners seem to be on their way to what would be a good. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. and it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go now.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all
Still
for
first
naught
down.
on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A give to the fullback on the dive. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now a carry here for the fullback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is taken at the 15.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete and give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
Offense. Still first down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Hut.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Detroit.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
Holding. Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Patriot.
And the blitz does come. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Here we go now.
A quick throw here, that's complete. And he caught it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Detroit!
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grace.
That's correct. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And a solid run down inside the 30. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency. Here on this 3rd down, they could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Gone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline as a head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looking to throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They're going to look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Leopard.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And good hustle here, as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. For Kenner here, it's complete. Room past the 20. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further.
Offense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Gone.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll be at home next.